I thought this video was interesting, right? My stay-at-home boyfriend, after telling me he's taking me out on a date night.
You locked the door?
Yeah, okay. Where's your purse?
What do you mean?
You get your purse.
Why? It's date night.
But you, how are we gonna pay for it?
You're gonna pay for it. It's date night.
I know. That's why you worked overtime the other day. I thought.
Really?
So we can have date night.
Really?
What?
I always pay for everything. You can't pay for this for once?
Well, you're the only one with the full-time job.
Well, then get a fucking job. Maybe you can pay for a fucking date night.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You never complained before.
Well, now I'm complaining. I'm not getting my purse.
So we're not going there?
You're gonna pay for it.
I'm not paying for it.
Yes, you are.
Bro, I've been looking for a job. I don't even have money. I barely have any money right now. You want me to put it on my credit card? I'll have to put it on my credit card.
Just open the fucking door. Give me my purse. What?
I told you, once I get a job,
No, just open the door. It's fine.
once I get a job, I'll start
Okay,
helping
whatever.
out. I told you. Here, grab it. Here. Babe, I said once I get a job, I'll help out.
This kind of video was funny, and it made me have a couple thoughts. Women give their energy to shitty relationships. Let's say this hypothetically, she's in this kind of relationship. Right? She's loved this man. She's supported this man. She's been for this. She take care of this man, and then after years of wasting her youth on this man, she's done all these amazing acts, like providing for his man. That's amazing for a woman to do, which women can't do for long. Either women won't do it or they can't do it for long. Provide for this man, taking care of this man. But getting with a shitty man, doing all those amazing acts, she's now after this relationship, she's done. I'm never supporting a man. I want a man that makes six figures. I want this, that. They give good energy to shitty men and then come out of it more jaded, more bitter, now having higher expectations for the next man. And what does the next man get? The next man that meets those expectations, what does he get? He gets a woman that's more bittered. He gets a woman that's older, more used up, more traumatized through life. A woman that has now less of the nice, good energy because she's already hurt from it. He's getting her at her worst, more traumatized than she was before the traumatized relationships. Women never understand. This is why women's past matters. This is why men are not jumping for joy to date women after years of life experience, because it doesn't make women better partners. It doesn't. It makes them worse. And it's funny that women do this. They always give these energies to the pookies, these men that they're not even stable men. It's like I've said this before. You do not need to date a six-figure man. Just date a man that has a job. Date a man that's stable. That's it. Date a man. I've said this before. Date a man that has a job, that he pays his own bills. He takes care of himself. He's not begging anybody for money. He doesn't need to be six figures for you to date him. Just date a man that's stable.
You locked the door?
Yeah, okay. Where's your purse?
What do you mean?
You get your purse.
Why? It's date night.
But how are we gonna pay for it?
You're gonna pay for it. It's date night.
I know. That's why you worked overtime the other day. I thought.
Really?
So we can have date night.
Really?
What?
I always pay for everything. You can't pay for this for once?
Well, You're the only one with the full-time job.
Well, then get a fucking job. Maybe you can pay for a fucking date night.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You never complained before.
Well, now I'm complaining.
And that's the thing. Women. That's why it's hard to trust women like this, right? Because they constantly go for men that like this. They constantly go for the red flag men. They constantly. It's like. It's just really. It's like you chose a man that didn't work. He barely had a job. And now you complain about it. You chose him. You chose to deal with a man. This is the thing where now coming out, let's say, like I said, hypothetics comes out. Oh, I'm never going to deal with a man that doesn't have a job. Okay, but you dealt with that man. You've done it already. You were willing. This is the thing. I'm always amazed. I'm always amazed. Okay, where women say, "Oh, they need to go through it to know it." You didn't know that you shouldn't deal with a man without a job before. It's like you didn't know that you shouldn't deal with a man that cheated. It's like you don't need to date a cheater to know that you shouldn't be with a cheater. You don't need to date a man that doesn't have a job to know that you shouldn't date a man that doesn't have a job. You don't need these life experiences. Here's the problem with what I said. Life experience traumatized women. It just makes them worse to be with. You don't need to date terrible men to know that you shouldn't date terrible men. You don't know. You don't need that. Because the problem is what that does is now you are actually in it. You actually have the scars of dating these men, these toxic men, these terrible men. The scars are worse than just like the glancery knowledge. Okay, it is a whole lot worse because it changes your attitude, changes your viewpoints, it changes your personality. These traumas affects women. It affects everybody. Okay, but the problem is it affects women worse, in my opinion, because they're terrible at dealing with it, regulating it, and making use of that trauma to better themselves, to be a better person. Usually it makes them a worse person.
I'm not getting my purse.
So we're not going there?
You're gonna pay for it.
I'm not paying for it.
Yes, you are.
Bro, I've been looking for a job. I don't even have money. I barely have any money right now. You want me to put it on my credit card? I'll have to put it on my credit card.
Just open the fucking door. Give me my purse. What?
I told you, once I get a job,
No, just open the door. It's fine.
And she's willing. It's like, and this is the thing. It's funny, where a man like this, in this world, has a girl, while men that have a job that would protect someone, would provide someone, doesn't have no one. It's insane. Passive aggressive BS.
Once I get a job, I'll start
Okay,
helping out.
whatever.
I told you. Here, grab it. Here. Babe, I said once I get a job, I'll help out.
And that's why it just I just wanted to show it because I thought it was a funny, interesting clip. I wonder what you guys think. This is why I just things like this is just funny because women would rather choose. It's like you see it all the time. Women will date men that don't meet their supposed standards. They constantly do. They constantly date, give their youth, give their body, give children to men that essentially do not meet these crazy standards that women have. Date these men, be with these men that don't meet it. And then, after going through these men that don't meet their standards, now they look for men that could meet these standards, but they have more rules for these men. Men are getting less value for being more valuable. Like I said, they want men at their best while giving women at their worst. So really, it ain't that great. But what do you guys think?